Hey y'all, what's going on? So, kind of a different video here. I wanted to go over some Pokemon trading cards. It's been a super popular video trend as well as just online selling trend. Selling your old Pokemon cards. Some of them are extremely rare. You'll be surprised what some of even in my collection that I collected from when I was maybe 6 to 11 years old are worth now. So I'm going to go through some of my old cards I found, show you guys what they're worth, and then also I'm going to go through just in general what your cards will be worth that you have and things to look for in your collection to see if you have anything that's worth a decent amount of money. So there's four main things to look for in your cards. The first one is just holographic cards. So if we look at this one, this is an example of a holographic card. This is a Zapdos, a semi-rare card I found. The second thing to look for is that little first edition logo. I'm going to put up screenshots also because it's going to be kind of hard to see. So that means they're even more rare if they are that first edition. The next thing to look for is shadowless cards. So this is a shadowless card. I'll put up a screenshot of this one as well. But basically the easiest way to tell is down here. It'll say a little 99, which means that it is shadowless. And basically these are the very first cards they ever printed when they started making Pokemon back, I guess, in 1999. So that is the thing to look for as well. And then the last thing is just super rare cards. So there's a good amount of just really rare cards that you should be on the lookout for. And I'll go over some of those in this video as well. But also wanted to dive into my computer, go on eBay and show you guys how you can look up your cards, see what they're worth, and see what some of these are selling for because it is pretty crazy. Okay, so here we are on eBay. So if we look up my first card I have here, which is a holographic Zapdos, not first edition or shadowless or anything. So you're going to see a bunch of listings. I think this is the exact same card here. They're asking $21 for that, which is pretty good. This one already has 3 bids and $10. But what you're going to want to do to see the actual price here, which is true for everything on eBay, not just Pokemon cards, is scroll down to here and you can click on sold items so you can see things that actually have sold, not just what people are asking for them. So if we look here, it's really only selling for like $7 here. This one you can't actually tell what it sold for. This one sold for $14. Another $7, $6, $11. So this one isn't worth a ton of money. $12, $61 for, it looks like 2 of them, and I actually do have both of these as well, so maybe combining them would make them worth a little more. But it looks like this card is worth anywhere from $7 to maybe $20 if you're lucky, or if you could package them, you can get up to 60, it looks here, which is pretty cool. So next is that Machamp first edition, and I'm gonna add Holo. So you can see this one right off the bat is worth a little more because it is that first edition. It makes it a little more rare. So this one we're seeing it selling for 15, 16, 27, 11, 26. This one only sold for 5. That seems like kind of an outlier. And this one was all the way up at 68. And then you see things like this. I don't know why this came up in the search, but this is probably the rarest card. You probably know that already. That first edition Holo Charizard, $5,000, which is insane. We can look at some of those more later. If you have that, you're definitely sitting pretty here. But here's another Machamp, 85, 36. So it looks like this one, if you put it up, you could expect to get anywhere from $15 to $85. Here's $100. So this one really varies, and a strategy that I would be using in selling these on eBay is setting them at an auction price, but having a pretty high minimum on that auction. So like for this card, I would put the starting auction bid at maybe $25. So you could sell it for 25 and I would be happy with that, but it could get all the way up to $100 or $85 or say around there. So next card I have here is this Dark Blastoise, which Blastoise is one of the most popular. It's not a holographic or anything here. If it was holographic, it'd be worth a lot more. But let's see what we can get for this one. So this is a holographic, also first edition, sold for $411. This one are non-holo, and they paired it with a Dragonite, which is not super rare, but it sold for $31. This one by itself is $24. All the way down at $15, only one bid. So it actually doesn't seem that rare that it's not a first edition or holo. Selling maybe $12 to $25 for this one. So this is a card that I almost just skipped over in my collection. I didn't think it was super rare, just a Pikachu. But if you have a yellow cheeks Pikachu, I guess these are worth a lot more. So you can see this one sold for $53. I'm not sure why this one sold for $1.30. So this is the risk of putting your items up for auction and not really setting a base price, as this person won with one bid on $1.30. So definitely set a base price if you're going to put them up for auction. But you can see this one selling for $38, $4, $13, $30, $90. So these ones are kind of all over the place. I would try to sell this one for at least $30. You can see some are selling even higher than that. So this is a cool one. I actually have two of these yellow cheek ones. So if you're keeping track for the running total, I'll try to keep it down below on the screen. But for this Zapdos, I think we can get about $10. For this Machamp first edition, hopefully around 25. The Dark Blastoise, I'm thinking anywhere around $20 for this one. And then another thing you can do is lot your cards together. So I have a bunch of first edition Pokemon that are semi-rare, not super rare ones. So looking at some of these lots, you can package a bunch of them together and sell them for like $70, $120 for some holos and first edition lots of the semi-rare cards, which could be a thing to do with all your cards that aren't worth a ton individually, is lot them together. And also a thing you can do if you have a bunch of shadowless or holos, put those in lots and sell them. They sell for a pretty good price here, lotting them. So lastly, the best card in my collection is this Dark Charizard, and it is first edition here. So this one is pretty cool. Not exactly sure how I came across or got this one, and I imagine I realized it was pretty rare to have a Charizard at that point, but that was cool to see that it was also first edition, and this one goes for a lot. Let's see, searching this one up in sold items. So I had to scroll for a bit to get to it. I don't exactly know why, but this one sold for $122, Dark Charizard first edition. This one for $400. This one only $30, which again, please don't do this, is put them up for auction and not have a minimum, because I think these people are getting ripped off, these ones that are selling for barely anything. So this sold for only $30 with one bid. These are not Dark Charizards, but you can see if you have this regular Charizard first edition holo, they're worth thousands of dollars, which is actually insane. Let's see if we can get some other Dark Charizards. So this is a Dark Charizard, and it's not even first edition. It's sold for $3,000. It is holographic, but a thing you can do is send them into PSA, which rates the cards. Apparently it takes months for them to rate, and you have to pay them to rate it, but you can sell it for a higher price. So here's another Dark Charizard like I have, but this one's not even first edition actually, and this sold for $170. Here's one that they accepted an offer, which you can't see. Here's another Dark Charizard, 177. Here's one for 230. So I'm hoping to get at least 200 off the Dark Charizard, which would be pretty sweet. So for keeping track back at home of how much I'm selling for, so to add that to the total, if I get 200 for this, plus all those other ones, I would be at just about $300. Plus, if I can lot together 10 Shadowless, I would hope to get about 50 for that. And then I could get another 100 hopefully for lotting all of my holographics. I have about 20 holographics that are not super rare, and then another 100 for lotting my 20 other first editions that aren't super rare. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have some cards of your own that you could put up for sale on eBay. It's cool to just dig through your drawers and pull these out and look at how much they are, even if you're not going to actually sell them, and just keep collecting. But let me know if you like this video. Comment down below. I can make more about how I'm going to ship them out for super cheap, and also more strategies for listing them on eBay and making them sell. So if you enjoyed this video on selling your Pokemon cards, definitely leave a like and comment, and I'll see you guys in another video.